Well, perhaps before you head out to a wonderful evening of music on that weekend that I just spoke about with Angelique, you take a trip to beautiful Almonte because the 10 Collective show is back and we are joined by one of their wonderful artists. I'm joined by Marina Raike. Welcome to the show, Marina. Wonderful to have you here. Marina,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's absolutely our pleasure. Let's talk about yourself before we get to the 10 Collective show. Tell me a little bit about your artistic background.
Well, like many of the other 10 Collective artists, I'm very inspired by nature. The body of work that I'll be showing at the Mississippi Valley Textile Museum this year centers around wildlife, some domestic life as well.
Okay.
But I'm also incorporating minerals from around Ontario, in fact, right around the Almonte area.
Interesting. So yeah, talk to me a little bit more about the mediums that you work in. What types of mediums do you work in?
Yeah, well, you can see in the images on screen there that the backgrounds are very natural looking. I incorporate mineral particles from right around, as I say, right around the Almonte area to create what I call 21st century cave art. It's going to look great at the Textile Museum because what you see in real life is the sort of scintillating, glinting quality of the minerals. So I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, and I was going to say, what a great venue too, right, to showcase
yeah.
art. Tell us a little bit more about the 10 Collective and who makes up the 10 Collective.
Yeah, we're 10 local artists from the Mississippi Valley area. We are, well, first of all, I'd like to thank Eileen Henneman, who brought us all together in 2017. She kind of handpicked each of us based on her appreciation of our work and the fact that we're all different, but we show really well together. Every exhibition, we do include a couple of guest artists whom we select together as a group because we really love their work. But we're just a great crew. We get along so well. We're very supportive of each other. And, well, I admire every single artist in the group. So
what other kind of mediums will we see at the show?
Yeah, so we're all painters,
okay,
but some of us are oil painters. Some, like myself, are mixed media. There's acrylic. Some of us do plein air work, landscapes, that sort of thing. One of us was a very well-known animator. And yeah, it's a real nice variety, but we're all two-dimensional work. We worked in that medium. And yeah, it's something for everyone. Like Eileen said before, there's something that anyone would appreciate.
Marina, how important are shows like this to artists like yourself?
I'd say super important because, well, working in your studio, you know, it's sort of solitary, and it's really nice to get that camaraderie of the other members of the collective, but it's so rewarding to see the reaction and the responses of people in the community and further afield. It really does sort of give us the raison d'etre for what we do.
I was going to ask you about that, Marina. So this is an opportunity then for people that come to the show to actually meet the artists and get to ask questions and find out a little bit more about the pieces, because it's always interesting to talk to the artists, you know, because as an individual, you may have a different, you know, sort of feeling and understanding of what you're seeing, but you get to talk to artists like yourself, right?
Yes, I find that we all do. We find that so rewarding, you know, to experience the work through new eyes is really something. And I can remember last 10 Collective show, a particular lady had tears in her eyes at one point. Like, she was just so moved, and that made me have tears in my eyes too. You know, it's just That's why we do what we do. We want to reach out and connect with people from the heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Remind everybody at home, Marina, when and where it's happening. I mentioned, of course, the beautiful town of Almonte. For people that haven't gone, make a day of it, right? It's such a nice place to visit.
Oh, please do. There's just so much to see and do in Almonte. Great food, great scenery. The show, our 10 Collective show, is April 23rd and 24th. That's the weekend after Easter. And it's at the Mississippi Valley Textile Museum, which is 3 Rosamond Street in Almonte, Ontario.
Excellent. Marina, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And I know it's been a couple of years in the making, so enjoy that experience. I know you're going to love to have people back in person. We're going to introduce you to another fabulous artist. He and his band are going to be performing at Irene's, one of the best music venues in the city. We'll introduce you to him right after this.